27, go ahead.
Oh, 205 Cape Cod. Got you in there as well.
I'm sorry there, 27. My DX just went right off the scale. We'll have to sit back and wait for it to go away. I heard you in there, 27, but yeah, it's possible right now.
73's right back. I'm going to get out the middle of the road here. Let some other folks get a few contacts herself. I'm going to sit back and listen. 31, old man in the rocking chair, sitting back sandbagging. And we'll see you.
113, Pensacola, Georgia. 6 in this row, mud up truck. Yeah, you're blowing smoke up here, 5 by 9.
Three 27 Maine, Lewiston, are you there?
Alrighty, 113 down there in Pensacola, always a
I hear New Hampshire and I hear Seattle. Metro 106 in the Badlands of Texas. We're monitoring.
World Radio 0406 Montana. This was a pickup truck.
California trying. Badlands, Texas, unit 3320, mobile unit near Bakersfield, trying.
All right, New Hampshire, we appreciate the contact. In Boston, I hear you too, brother. A lot of traffic in the area. By golly, it's good to hear you guys up there in New England. Mr. 106 in the Badlands of Texas. Keep it up.
129 Virginia.
You say Texas? Holy Lord Jesus. Conditions are still worth cranking.
Yeah, it's in good condition, so I thought I'd go ahead and take advantage to it, brother.
Take advantage of the conditions every time you can, because you never know when they're not going to be there anymore.
Ain't that the truth?
Maine, I hear you, brother. It's in there. It's pretty rough, but by God, hang in there.
Hello, 520 Southern Cal, A48 in Texas with the wave.
Que pasa, Seattle?
Goodbye,
You got 520 down here, Southern Cal. Waving back to you, my friend.
Okay,
Oh, but now you're scaring me.
48 in Texas.
We have a long cycle before Skip goes away, don't we? I thought it was every 9 to 11 years they start a new cycle. Oh, it is. I mean, if you go with what the past has been, about every 11 years. So this is the peak of it, and then we'll start fading off over the next couple of years, and then we'll have some quiet for a little while. So we're going to take all this crap in when we can.
Hey Floyd, how you doing? How you hearing everything? Freaking guys are on AM.
Oh, okay, pretty cool. Okay, pretty cool. Have a good one, man. Sounding good in the horns. I hear you loud and clear. But I ain't never been no moonshiner. I was a fat
Whoops.
dog.
Says I'm on the wrong channel.
We buy a new radio here.
327 Maine. Is that you?
And then what happened?
Copy that. Are you hearing everything though, okay, Floyd?
Operators on the frequency.
I don't know who said there was no real operators, but we'll go with that. What he said. Yes, Mr. 327, what is going on? It's good hearing you in there tonight. This is Screwdriver.
Well, not much. Just sitting here chilling. Had a lemonade in here, a little bit, a little water, and chill for a little bit on the radio. And
well, I'm doing good. There's definitely a lot of skip in there right now, so Usually it'll start dying out within the next half hour or so, but it's good hearing you in there. Are you trying to make a couple of contacts? And there's definitely some noise in there, but I'm sure it'll quiet down here shortly.
Yeah, it's doubling all over the place. It's wild. I like to hear it, though. At night, the frequency's in good condition. All right, brother. You have a great day, and hang in there. It'll get better. Mr. 106 in the Badlands of Texas. 7 days, brother, on your final.
Hey, I'm wondering if Radio Man's gonna get on anytime soon.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's listening right now. I'm sure he's got his live going on. It is just about time to start doing some check-ins. So he will be with us momentarily. I am pretty sure of it.
Yeah. All right, that sounds good. Quack 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 quack. Quack. Hey, don't get stuck on here or what?
Oh, not the groundhog.
Bump, bump.
Wow, there's a lot of noise out there. It is going to be an interesting evening. I like it. We got some characters going on already.
Bird.
Stand in there. Turn it on there, and let's hear it.
Oh, trying to get good evening, Bob.
You done missed the 500. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Into the chair, listening into the noise.
Gotta say, I think I'm actually on the beam turned southwest right now, so yeah, she's definitely loud. I gotta jump back on the Omni so I can, well, not that that's gonna get rid of a lot of noise, but it'll take it down a notch or two.
It is definitely a Charlie Foxtrot. It's going to be an interesting one for me to try to peel this mess apart.
Yes, a little bit of Avon calling, and I'm not sure that Omni actually, yeah, people are still hammering, but Avon calling, would you like to make a purchase?
No, just wondering there. You know, every time I hear the door rings, I'm thinking having a problem with my brain. But no, I guess it's on the radio. Just want to wave to you, and you have a great day. A Lima Alpha November, Charlie Echo in the Badlands of Texas. Said it.
You definitely sounded good out of Texas. We're just getting ready to start a little local net up here in the state of Maine, and I'm going to be back quiet there, but yeah, good evening from Texas. You got a screwdriver up here around the state of Maine, waving that hand.
Housekeeping?
No, our brother, well, I do appreciate it. It sounds good and everything. When the ship's going that way, it's loud and loud. Mr. 106 in the Badlands of Texas. 70 degrees, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, screwdriver.
There's the man.
We're waving a hand. I would dare say there's an official train crash tonight.
Just so you guys know in the chat, when I get rolling with roll call, I usually don't check the chat till after because I'm kind of like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest between trying to get using my ears to concentrate and trying to write everything down. So if you guys send me any messages, well, I will get to you after the roll call, though. It's just hard to do. I'm trying to do two things at once and then throwing the chat in. Forget it. I run out of bandwidth.
I thought we might go to the other channel tonight, but I guess not, huh?
I think we might have to start doing that again. I really think that might have to be a thing because, yeah, I mean, as the sunlight stays up longer, obviously, when the beat of the cycle, it's going to get pretty rough.
Channel 50.
Where were we going? We were on 895, 26, 895, so a little below. It was just way more quiet than up above, so I don't know, it's probably like -8, -I for a channel or whatever, but yeah, I think next week we might, we'll have to discuss going back to 26.895 because it's going to be rough and tough tonight.
When are you ready to go up?
I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't mind throwing up. I never used to go to lower channels. It always was uppers, but man, up to channel 60, almost every channel is swamped now, so it almost it's hard.
I looked at on channel 50, it was dead quiet, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I just noticed up to like 55, 57, it usually, I mean, they have their days, obviously, but it has it. All right, I'm going to back it back down because I think it's just about time for the drum roll of the radio man rolling out all the fun and activities.
Yes. Let me make sure someone isn't yapping. All right. Hey, what's going on? It's time for Maine Sidebanders. So everyone's got to give their radio a full send tonight. Just turn that power knob fully to the right, and bear with me tonight it's gonna be an interesting one with all the skip in there. So anyways, why don't we start? We'll start with the state of New Hampshire. I don't dare turn my quad to the south, so I'm gonna stay on the Omni. But let's start real quick with the state of New Hampshire for Maine Sidebanders. Anyone available? State of New Hampshire.
A113, 3308. We're waving.
Man, I'm not getting anyone. KC, Gonzo, any of you guys down there in New Hampshire? All right, we're negative copy on that. We're going to move on to York County. How about that, York County? York County for Maine Sidebanders. Let's see who we got down there. Robin Hood, MacGyver, Pigpen. I don't know. Who we got down there? Swing and a miss. All right. Nothing on York County. How about Cumberland County? Cumberland County for Maine Sidebanders. I should be able to get a few here.
Oh, that's it. I'm jumping in for first check-in. Screwdriver, New Gloucester.
And we got Screwdriver. Holy Christ's sakes. Hold on a second. Wales Fire Department's losing its mind right now on my scanner. Oh, I see what's going on. Turn that down. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's do another one for Cumberland County. Maine Sidebanders, Cumberland County. All right. We got a couple there. Let's grab the farther out station there. How about, is that Portland, Greg, I'm hearing? How about that? Is that Portland, Greg? I heard someone saying Portland. Who was that? All right. Well, I got Maniac. I think I got Portland, Greg. I can't tell. Did I also hear 327 in Raymond?
Hey, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right there, 327. Whoops. I'm using the Screwdriver's spreadsheet tonight here. Did you get all your homework done before you got on the radio?
I didn't have any homework this week. Lucky me.
All right, well, lucky you. That's a good thing, I guess. All right. Who else we got for Cumberland County for Maine Sidebanders?
That was Portland Greg in there.
Okay, copy that. I missed somebody. One more time for Cumberland County.
I just wanted to holler at you and say, bud, way back down the road, I spent a little time out there in a beautiful place.
Yeah, I'm not getting anyone. I'll try one more call. You got to have a big signal tonight. Cumberland County. How about Cumberland County? Oh, was that high pressure I heard in Cape Elizabeth? 4107 or whatever. Was that high pressure?
There's a bunch of them hollering down this way, but I got you in there. I appreciate the contact.
I think I'm going to try again. One more call for Cumberland County before I move on. Cumberland County. Boy, this is going to be a rough one if I can't hear people in Cumberland County. I'll do another call. Cumberland County.
Roger, Roger. 754, 762. I'm back on the side. 73.
All right. Boy. How about Androscoggin County? Androscoggin County.
Going in there.
High pressure's in there.
Okay, guys. Apologies. I can't always tell. I called a couple times. Never heard anything back. All right, I got high pressure. Anyone else for Androscoggin County?
Hey, you got Swiper here in Auburn.
Okay, Swiper. How you doing? You doing good, Swiper?
Oh, yeah. How are you?
All right, good to hear. Any new purchases on TikTok?
I was trying to get a hold of Ryan over there in Oregon. I got a question. Skywalker in Lisbon. Good evening, Radio Man.
All right, we got Skywalker in Lisbon Falls. Who else we got for Androscoggin County? Androscoggin County. Oh, yeah, we got you, Cobra in Wales. Very good. Cobra. There you go. You got have you had enough coffee today there, Cobra?
Maybe not, but we'll start again tomorrow.
Okay, brother. That's a 106 in the Badlands of Texas.
All right, copy that. All right, another call. Androscoggin County. How about that, Androscoggin County?
Hawkeye.
Right again, 500 checking in.
Over.
All right, we got Hawkeye and 500 in Lewiston. Hawkeye and 500 in Lewiston. We got you. Another call for Androscoggin County. All right, I didn't hear anyone, so one last call for Androscoggin County before we move on.
Wisconsin. My golly, I threw a herd there. Mr. 106 in the Badlands of Texas.
All right, let's do Oxford County. Let's see if Fix-It can cut through the noise here with his peanut whistle radio. How about that, Oxford County? I'm definitely not going to hear Pipeline tonight. Well, I heard Fix-It's Roger beep, so we'll give him that. That made it through the noise. Fix-It, we got you. Anyone else in Oxford County or Relay, possibly Pipeline? I don't know if I'm going to hear Pipeline tonight.
How about it, Pipeline? You out here tonight? Negative copy.
Appreciate it, Fix-It. All right, let's jump over to Saginaw County. Clearwater, put down the frying pan. We're calling you now, Saginaw County. How about it?
Some Clearwater dump, some bacon on the wood stove.
Clearwater tops and with the bacon on the wood stove. What about a beer? You got a beer going there, Clearwater?
No, I'm running out.
Holy moly, he's running out of beer. This is not good. All right, Clearwater, glad to have you. Who else we got for Saginaw County for Maine Sidebanders? Okay, Big Mac into oops, not Bic like the lighter, Big Mac. Big Mac and Thompson, we got you, Big Mac. How you doing? Oh, we're doing all right. We're working through the noise here, but I think we'll get our way through it. So, thank you very much. All right, another call for Saginaw County. How about Saginaw County? All right, who's in Cumberland County? We got a Cumberland County? Go ahead. All right, I guess they don't want to talk. I'm going back to Saginaw County. How about that, Saginaw County?
You got Runt checking in from Bowden.
All right, Runt checking in from Bowden. I think Runt, we have to give him most improved signal. Boy, when I'm in the mobile, I hear him really good. So Runt's definitely pumped it up over there. All right, we got Runt and Bowden. Who else we got for Saginaw County? Not hearing anyone else. We'll move on. How about Kennebec County? Can anyone hear me up there in Kennebec County?
I've been checking in from Chelsea, Kennebec County, by the way.
Oh, 7 in Chelsea. Oh, come on, 7. Give me your war cry. Come on, we got to wake everyone up on the channel.
And for how about you, Kennebec County? Call for Maine Sidebanders. Checking in.
Okay, copy that. Appreciate that. I did hear Sparkplug direct, but I'm gonna get him down on the log here. Thank you very much. Yeah, why don't you do another one up there? Help me out a little bit.
Got Moose and Fairfield this way. Checked in.
Yes, I did hear Moose. He snuck in under the radar there of the skip there, but I got Moose. Yeah, give me another call there. Do another call for Kennebec County.
Yeah, Kennebec County Sidebanders checking in for Kennebec County.
CQ, CQDX, 315, Texas, waving.
581 Houston, mobile CQ. Don't hear nobody else out here. They're radio man.
Hey, appreciate that there, 7. Appreciate the help. All right, let's see. Mr. Paranoid's usually pretty reliable over there in Lincoln County. How about Lincoln County for Maine Sidebanders? Mr. Paranoid in Waldoboro. I don't know if any of you guys are noticing, but the band is doing this weird thing on some of the signals that I'm hearing now, like a warbling noise on the local signals. I don't know if you guys are catching any of that. And I think I heard Mike. Did I hear Mike Hunt out in Booth Bay Harbor?
Roger that. Good evening.
Oh boy. All right, we got Mike Hunt, Booth Bay Harbor. Let's get him in here. All right, Mike Hunt. We got to wake everyone up over there in Lincoln County there, Mike Hunt. Give me your war cry. Just give it a good full send. Give a good yell into the mic.
I'm not sure what I'm going to yell, but... Oh!
See, I like that right there.
How was that? Did I do okay?
327, I can give you a war cry.
That was pretty good. All right, go ahead, 327. Let it rip. That was pretty good. All right. Thank you very much there, 327 over in Raymond. And thank you to Mike Hunt out in Booth Bay Harbor. He's out there probably off the lobster boat, probably. Who knows? All right. Another call for Lincoln County. How about it, Lincoln County? All right. I didn't hear anybody. Did I miss anyone? All right, I guess not. We'll group these two together because I usually don't hear anybody. But how about Knox and Waldo County? Knox and Waldo County. How about it? All right, I didn't cop anyone. We'll do one last call. We already got Moose. But how about Moose and I'll be all right. How about Somerset County? Somerset and Franklin County. Somerset and Franklin County. Yeah, Moose, we got you. Hey, Moose, I have a question. Do you hear any like a warble on my signal? My signal's warbling. I'm noticing the stations are a little farther out are warbling. Do you copy that?
Roundabout Highway 187, Deep South Texas, waving ahead.
Yeah, well, it might be the band. I don't know. I think I'm doing okay. I'm sure Hawkeye was. All right, so we're going to do one last call. Anyone, anywhere, state of Maine, New Hampshire, state of Maine, New Hampshire, anyone that missed roll call there, we'll take them all night. But is there any stragglers out there before we open it up?
one you hear. Same one you hear, sir. We'll ease out of here and let it roll on. We'll say 73 and appreciate you coming.
Hey, I didn't hear anybody, so we'll open it up to whoever wants to talk. Or I'm kind of curious if anyone else is noticing that warbling on some of the stations here locally tonight. But anyways, I'll take a pause here and see if anyone has anything to say before I open it up.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that noise in there too, there, Radio Man. And just a reminder, New Hampshire guys do their own thing at the same time we do.
The frequency thing.
Radio Man, I'm not hearing like a warble at all. You're coming in nice and clear.
Okay, I copied Maniac. I copied 327. Say that again, Hawkeye. I didn't hear what you said, Hawkeye. Well, I try my best, you know. I try my best. All right. What was I going to say? I don't know. I forgot. Oh, I guess I will before I forget and it gets too late in the evening. Just a reminder, I'm sure a lot of you know, but I'll mention it again this Sunday. We're meeting at Burnt Ends Barbecue in Auburn. It's on 120 Center Street. It starts at 1 p.m. roughly, and it'll just kind of go whenever. It's a barbecue place. You know, you can order at the window, so we don't have to like sit at tables. People can stand and move around. There's a bar in there. There's cornhole. There's video games. But anyway, so Burnt Ends this Sunday, 1 p.m. to roughly 4, whenever people feel like leaving. But so drinks, lunch, socializing. Anyone that can hear me is welcome to go. And just wanted to remind everybody. All right, this is Radio Man 260. We're gonna take a pause here and let someone else talk. It's this Sunday. Yeah, I got to take a pause for a minute here. I got to figure out why my audio just dropped out. I got real low audio here, so I'll be on the side here for a minute while I figure it out.
Power. Hey, you all have a good night out there. We'll tell them with a wave. We're back quiet.
Or the yellow radio man, I just don't think he made his vlog, but just then.
I don't know what's going on. Two people that just talked, they can hear clear.
Sorry, all right, I'm back. Just something came halfway unplugged and I lost some of my audio. But I'm back. Yeah, 500, you got in. You're all set. I was using the what do you call it there? The spreadsheet that Screwdriver made. It makes things a little easier. And let's see. Yeah, and I guess probably I'll put a poll out next week. I think we're gonna have to start going to one of the upper or the lower channels. Maybe we'll have to start listening around here, put our heads together, but we might have to go to one of the upper channels because I think it's gonna get pretty hard to continue to do this the same time as we get into summer here.
The only thing I like up in channel is a lot easier on the antennas to tune. That's just me. If I go below, they come out of tune faster.
Yeah, Hawkeye, you copy me okay tonight? I thought I heard Big Mac say I sounded funny.
No, I hear you just fine. Sound great. Great on frequency. Sounds top shelf.
Yeah, I got you top shelf now. 849 down to Richmond.
Okay, copy that. All right, yeah, I'm on the Striker running the Heath kit here.
Radio man, I'm starting to hear a little bit of wind. That might be Skip. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 327. I don't know how much you know about the radio, but right now what makes this band, I'm sure you're hearing these people all over the country. It's the solar cycle. It's the sun making the atmosphere get charged up. So what happens is probably in about an hour it'll quiet down and it'll just be local communications, and it's going to be like this for a couple more years, and then the bands will quiet down a little bit, at least up here on 11 meters.
Yeah, that makes sense. My grandfather's talked to me about sun flares.
Yeah, sun flares, solar flares. Yep, yeah, that'll do it. So that's why you're hearing people from all over the country. I mean, it makes it kind of fun because you can talk to people all over the world just about. If you get on early in the morning, say about 7 o'clock in the morning, you can hear Europe. I bet you could probably talk to stations in Europe first thing in the morning up here.
I'd like to do that. What channel, what band, and I'll try to do that.
Oh, if you come up here like channel like 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, lower sideband, because you got a unit in 980, you should start hearing Europe in here first thing in the morning.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, but do you have like Facebook or anything with my grandfather?
Yeah, I know your grandfather. I've actually talked to him. I just talked to him recently on Facebook.
Okay. So when we get done with this, could you text them that information? That way I don't forget, because I'm pretty forgetful.
All right, I'll remind him to tell you in the morning. Yeah, you get in there, and have you worked any skip stations yet?
No, but I've heard you do this thing on Monday about really early, so if I can, I'll try to get to that.
Oh, yeah. Occasionally Mondays about 8 o'clock we'll get on channel 12 a.m. And we'll some of us test out radios, some of us use old radios. Some, it's just kind of, we just get on Monday nights about 8 o'clock at night. But, and sometimes people are on the weekend too, so, locally.
Alright, that makes sense.
Was that hollering for Swiper before those guys started talking?
When did you come down here?
Who was hollering for Swiper? I heard you in there, Swiper. No swiping.
How about that Big Mac? Next town over, I believe. How's it going?
Good, buddy, good. How about yourself? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, I just wanted to be, man, you are cranking tonight. You got her right in the corner.
Good. That's what we want. We want to sound good.
Okay, yeah. I just had to confirm that you were as loud as I thought you were.
Yeah, I still got to get my antenna up. Summer's coming.
Oh, yeah, you and me both.
Probably should shut that slapback off, though. This is World Radio 353 Texas, calling CQD station.
Radio man, I'm starting to get a lot of noise.
Oh yeah, 327. It's gonna be pretty noisy up here, at least for another hour. And then it'll quiet down. Probably about 9:30, the band will get pretty quiet.
Yep.
Do you hear a lot of the? Were you hearing a lot of the local stations though? I was calling.
Tomorrow we could get on, just me and you, and talk about radio stuff. I would love to do that.
I tell you what, I gotta work tomorrow, so so yeah, I'll be working during the day.
Okay. I thought your job was radio.
Well, I used to work in the radio business. What are you? See, so my daughter, she's home from school. Are you off? Because my daughter has today and tomorrow off. Are you home too?
World Radio 353 Texas, calling CQD station.
No, the other way around. On Friday, I'm gonna be home, and I've been to school the rest of the week.
Well, if you want to hop on the radio, I don't know how early you get up, but a bunch of us, when we're driving into work, we get on channel 12. It's we usually get on about 10 to 7 in the morning. And there's a bunch of us on the radio when we're driving into work. You might hear a few people on channel 12 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Alrighty, I'll do that. And if you hear me, hey, I'll try to talk to you on your way to work.
All right, sounds good. There'll be a few of us in there. So yeah, like I said, you listen. Like I said, about 6:50 people. There might be people on earlier, but usually a little before 7, a bunch of people get on. They all get on, talk on the radio on the ride into work.
All right. I think I gotta sign off pretty soon. But it was so nice talking to you, Radio Man. I just wish I could do it often. That's what makes TV so cool.
All right. Well, you get out of here. Get to bed. Don't stay up too late. And 207 is trying to get in and mine it. Hey, 207, give it a shot if you can hear me. 207 and mine it.
I can't hear you on the radio, but I'm looking at you on a delay on Facebook.
Copy that. I hear you, 207 direct. Hear you, 207 on the radio direct. So I'll note you down here in the log. We got you, 207.
Your signal is a little bit down tonight there, Radio Man. I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't know. I mean, should be putting out. I mean, everything looks good over here. All the metering. So I don't know.
Down low listen, big signal.
Oh, I got plenty of signal on them, but I just usually have more.
Never really noticed. Right now, it's a good signal. Could have been 10 dB more, 10 dB more. Right now, it's 20 dB here.
Oh, Tasman and Pownell. I didn't get you on the roll call, Tasman.
You guys just doubled.
I'm so sorry. Tasman and Pownell, we got you down on the roll call.
Just doubled again.
Units of static, so I can't hear Radio Man. Whoever's out there saying swiping, no swiping, I am hearing you, but there's a lot of traffic in town here.
He said, oh, man.
I heard him.
That's probably Maniac trying to get over me. Who's that yelling for Swiper? Good evening, good evening. He might have heard you that time. The Skip was real quiet over here.
Yeah, I actually, Skip hasn't haven't been taking them out. It's been you guys talking over them. But yeah, I hear you, BB. Good to hear from you.
Hey, radio man.
Yes, go ahead.
There is a noise out there. It sounds like this really weird song thing going on. It's like a marbling sound. And it's not like harmonics. It's something being broadcast.
Yeah, I think it's PSK 500 is what I'm hearing, that warbling noise. It's some sort of, I can't remember if it's PSK where it goes, wah, 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 wah. I think it's PSK 300 or PSK 500. We're probably picking up digital coming out of Europe is what we're hearing.
Well, I got it right out of the south. So I didn't know what you were talking about. I moved around. It's like, what is that weird noise? Yeah, you're right. It's not really strong. Maybe 3, 5 S units, but it's, yeah.
For what it's worth, radio man, you're giving me the same exact signal you always do over here.
Well, I appreciate that, Hawkeye. I appreciate that. It could be coming out of South America 500. I know some of the other countries, they run digital on the CB bands, and that's probably what I'm hearing mixing with other people's signal. If you look up, God damn it, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's PSK. If you look up PSK on the internet, like on YouTube, I'm pretty sure that's what we're hearing.
So it's dead ass somewhere out of the south, and I got 3 to 5 S units, but I'll Google it, but yeah, it's there. I couldn't hear it before because it was so noisy, but now that it's quieted down, yeah, it's there, definitely.
Hey, Screwdriver, you in there?
Yes, sir.
I heard someone out there say bump bump. I said, sounds like that 327. He's pretty hooked there.
Oh, I love hearing that. I love that.
Yeah, I love it too. I was giggling to myself when I was hearing him talk to you. It's awesome.
You're friggin' right.
Yeah, I know his grandfather from the fire department when I used to do the fire department over in Raymond, and it's been years. I haven't kind of lost touch with him. I used to buy my compost off of him for my garden. I don't know if he still sells his horse manure, but I used to go over and get horse manure for my garden from his grandfather.
Oh, so he's always been giving you shit.
That's right.
I'm thinking age 12, right around there. 10, 12 years old. Had an old International crystal. Had 12 crystals in it, 20 channel receive, put out 2.5 watts. And I had it into a 5/8 Radio Shack ground plane. And that was a tower of power.
2.5 watts. Hold on to your socks, boys. We're about to put out a blowtorch.
No lie.
Oh yeah, I had a Lafayette Comstat 35, I think, and I had a ground plane, and I lived up on the side of a mountain. I did pretty good up there.
They have the old Lafayette, the big old chrome case one.
It was like a hammered finish type gray. You know, it was all tubes. Maybe it was a Comstat 25, but it was either a 25 or a 35 Lafayette. 23 channel, AM only, and I got at the peak of the solar cycle, and I didn't know what the hell the solar cycle was back then. I was probably about 327's age when I first got a radio, and I didn't know what the solar cycle was, and all I knew is the radio is just about unusable during the day. You could use it first thing in the morning and at night, but my little 4.5 watt peanut whistle signal there, I mean, I got my butt handed to me in Skipland with that thing.
Go back to Bob. Hey, Bob, you still there? I lost Bob for a second.
It sounds like you hear Floyd talking to BB up there. Floyd and BB are talking. I think I hear Floyd and BB talking up there. Mr. Paranoid will be in the coast.
Hey, Mr. Paranoid, yeah, I was listening to them talking between camps down here. But good to hear you there, Mr. Paranoid.
Yeah, Roger there. Swiper, good to hear you out there as well.
Yeah, that's what it was. BPSK 30. I used to have a Warbler. I don't know if you remember that. Ham Radio Elmer, N3WER on YouTube. Yeah, I used to have a Warbler. I built it from a kit. And it was on 80 meters, if I remember correctly.
Appreciate the flowers, guys. Nice to hear you guys out there as well. Like I said, I hear BB up there talking to Floyd, I think. So I do hear them, guys.
When you say BB, which BB is that there, Paranoid?
He's out in Carthage. BB out there in Carthage.
It's not Busy B.
Yeah, Busy B. Yeah, he's out in Carthage now. He lives up on top of a mountain.
Does he really? Nice. I haven't heard him yet, though.
Hey, Screwdriver, I sent you a text message.
Oh, Joe, I'll have to find my phone.
Is he in there right now, there, Paranoid?
Yeah, he's in there right now talking to Floyd up there, 029 Floyd up in Mercer Bog. Those two guys are talking back and forth right now. I can hear them.
See if you can, well, if I can't hear the conversation like you can't, you can help me, but I think it's a beam right way. Cockridge. Yeah, okay.
It's, west-northwest.
Oh, okay, I'm on the wrong side. I'm east-northeast.
I can hear him plain as day, so, yeah, you get pointed the right direction, you'll hear him.
The other side of Rumford? I'm more towards Ranger, yeah. I'll see if I can hear him.
Hey, Swiper, what are you building? I heard a lot of hammering.
Say what?
What are you building? I can hear all kinds of hammering. I hear bang, 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 bang.
Oh, yeah, my wife is looking at, I don't know, TikTok or Facebook or something.
Holy smokes, yeah, it sounds like you're building a log cabin.
Good evening, Ginger Swipe. What was that? I was just saying good evening to your wife. Yeah, my wife keeps stepping on you.
Did you tell her to pipe it down and tell her that we're broadcasting?
Yes, Radio Man, I am here in BB.
Am I the only one that hears Swiper's audio breaking up?
I think it's his wife. It sounds like there's hammering going on in the background.
Yeah, I might not be. Oh, no, I got something going on here.
Tightening up the rack.
Okay, so that's not hammering then, because I was hearing bang, 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 bang. But maybe it was his audio cutting out.
Skywalker's always calling me Ron. Come on, Skywalker.
Oh, shit, I mean, Hawkeye, maybe.
So, Hawkeye, we can get the mobile radio report. What's currently installed in the Hawkeye mobile?
I had time to slam in the backup Lincoln, so we'll give her a run tomorrow. I was awful tempted to just put the quad 6 back in, but I got to give it a shot.
Wait a second, you have 2 Lincoln plus 2s?
Well, yeah.
Is that the version 1 or the version 2?
Gotta have a backup. I mean, look, it paid off tonight.
Yeah. Is that the version 1 or the version 2? Because I remember the version 2 had DSP.
It must be version. This one doesn't have DSP.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Maybe they called it NRC, but I'm pretty sure that the Lincoln Plus 2, the second version, had that.
Well, this is the Lincoln 2 Plus, but it doesn't have noise reduction.
Well, that's right. Tune in tomorrow for the exciting conclusion of, is Hawkeye's primary Lincoln Plus 2 bad, or is it good?
I know, it kind of makes you want to root for the receive to suck so that I know my other one's good.
Wait a minute. So are you on the Lincoln right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Well, you were going to say it sounds awesome, weren't you?
No, I was more curious about the receive on sideband.
It does sound awesome.
Okay. Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, it really does sound like, DSP, it sounds like it's trying to keep the in-between, the static noise down to a minimum, and then when signals come in, they, jump right up above the noise floor. It's not like I can't hear you guys. It's the in-between squelch that's driving me nuts.
Wait a minute, on what? What are you running? I missed that. I was,
The Lincoln 2.
Oh, so you are running a Lincoln 2, see?
No, I'm on the Yaesu right now. I'm running the Lincoln in the truck.
No, okay. Oh, you mean on AM, like in the morning?
Fast, slow thing going on?
No, there's no fast, slow 500. Yeah, in the truck, AM in the morning. I heard you down in Biddeford this morning. I could hear Radio Man no problem, but I have to say, I've had trouble hearing Rascal lately, and normally I can hear him, although I guess he was mobile the other day, so hard telling.
He's been a few mornings that was rough. Okay, see, I was confused. I thought you were talking about what you were experiencing right now. Now I'm slow. Now I'm catching on.
That Rascal, he can be a rascal.
I know I heard Runt talking to him a couple mornings ago, early this week, and he was definitely mobile and Wisconsin or something. The fact that I even heard him sniff in, I was like, oh, fuck, that's impressive. Maybe it wasn't Wisconsin, but it was something like that.
I was going to say, he's been working down towards Georgetown, so, yeah, he's definitely on the other side.
I'll just say this morning when there was none of us were talking for a few minutes, I actually had to look down to see if the radio was still on, and to me that's kind of annoying.
Do you have an auto squelch on?
No.
Okay, just asking.
I hate auto squelch.
I just hate a squelch in general. Unless I'm in a caravan and I'm within a mile from somebody, I hate using a squelch.
Okay, on FM.
Yes, on FM, yeah, actually you are correct. I have used a squelch on FM a lot because that static is annoying. Yeah, I'll tell you. I mean, I wasn't fucking kidding around. Like, I thought my radio was broken this morning. I ended up getting in my car and leaving, and I noticed I was, well, like I said, I got a 10-minute radio. I was 10 minutes early. It may be 14. It might have been like 6:46 when I left this morning. And the only one I heard key up, I heard Radio Man real quick, just as I was getting on the bike. So I was like, he's not far. He's at home. I keyed up. He didn't come back. And fuck, I don't think I heard you key back up or talking with him. There was like a 5-minute gap in between his first key up when you started talking. And I was down like into Portland already.
Yeah, conditions have definitely been weird the last couple days, and it you know, I've bumped into this before. You swap radios just for the hell of it, and it's just absolute coincidence that the very next day conditions go to shit, and you think it's the radio.
Yeah. I mean, I just know, like, I don't know. For some reason, it was odd. And then tomorrow morning, I probably won't hear you guys, or I might, but I got to head back up to Waterville, so I might actually try to leave even earlier. That way I can, well, I don't care what time I leave, but I'm getting out early tomorrow. I'm not coming back from Waterville. I'm just coming home.
Oh, no. You know what happens to a 10-minute radio when you're actually headed towards me?
It gets thrown out the window?
You're really good, but I don't know if, like, you were behind, because normally, I guess normally we're coming into Portland about the same time, you know, so, I don't know. Like I said, it was just weird, and obviously the 10-minute thing, I like saying it's a 10-minute radio now. That's my new wording, but, you know, 10 minutes, you know, I probably got about, like, 12 miles in 10 minutes, so I'm a 12-mile radio, but it just sounded better with 10 minutes. Like I said, I was 10 minutes early, and my drive-in was useless on the radio.
Yeah, well, I think you were 10 minutes early this morning, and I was like 10 minutes late, so that's almost 20-minute difference.
It definitely made a difference.
And, you know, I think Cobra was horizontal this morning. Friggin' Clearwater was playing with his radios, and his antenna was pointed towards the Amazon jungle or some shit. I mean, this morning was just really screwed up. The only person I could count on this morning was Radio Man.
Yeah, I want to say Cobra worked today, but, yeah, horizontal sounds a whole lot better. I'm sorry.
Imagine if they sold radios at the truck stop like that. This is a 20-minute radio.
Exactly. So, because they're gonna get more time because they're GPS regulated at like 65 miles an hour, where I am not.
Uh-oh, you don't tell me you're a 2-minute radio.
Well, I mean, 3-pump chump. I mean, wait, what?
I'm glad you were picking up what I was dropping.
You know I was. Don't drop the soap.
Yeah, screwdriver. Yeah, there's a reason I'm asking. That's all.
Yeah, I put my phone down for a minute. I don't know if you texted back. I'll have to look again. What was I going to say? But yeah, no, it was just really like, I am usually really consistent from being from, 5 minutes of 7 to like 5 past 7. Like I am on one side of the school bus or the other. And this morning there was no school. Like I don't know, the wife came downstairs and I came downstairs and I get in my car and I'm like, fuck, I probably could have just sat inside for an extra 10 minutes.
How's that, Hawkeye? Any better?
Yeah, that's better, Big Mac. You could probably even turn the mic back a little bit more, but you're still loud, but definitely it sounds better.
Good.
I think I just heard a squirrel run across the roof.
a raccoon.
Yes, sir.
Does that sound any better?
100% better.
BB and 029 now, I think, yeah.
Was it a power supply?
Yeah. I shut them down. I'll let the caps run off the juice and then turn it back on and see if I actually lost one.
Yeah, Roger, that 029 Floyd, I did hear you up there. Nice to talk to you this evening.
Or two or three. I don't know. I may have lost a bunch of them. I don't know. We'll see.
That's the best I've heard you in a long time. Sounds really good right there.
And more.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like Ginger Swipes building a gingerbread house in the background.
Well, you must have been hearing, you probably weren't hearing Ginger Swipe. You were probably hearing what Hawkeye was talking about, the power supply banging away.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like someone was hitting a hammer on a desk. Is that what you heard, Hawkeye?
No, I just heard really breaking up audio.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird? Like, I didn't notice a whole lot of difference. Isn't that weird how, like, I wasn't paying close attention to the radio either, but how, like, three people hear three different things?
It's going from here, like, from 0 to 80 on the top. Bang. That's what I think they're talking about. It's just, there's no signal, and then it went to 80.
I mean, there shouldn't be any signal on sideband. When somebody is quiet, there's no background noise, there should be zero signal. So you should see whoever you're talking to swing from 0 to whatever they give you for a signal. If you have a slow AGC, it might look like there's actually a signal in between because your meter falls back so slow. But, you know, realistically, there is zero signal. There's no carrier, so he shouldn't give you anything when it's quiet.
I don't know. Is my mic gain up enough so I do have a carrier? I actually can see the needle moving from my wife's phone.
Oh, it was way better when you didn't turn the mic back up. Turn that thing back down. You sounded really good like 3 seconds before you adjusted something.
I didn't touch it either. I didn't touch the mic gate. I haven't touched the mic gate in fucking weeks.
Okay.
Probably just because you were pausing. You definitely do have background noise in there. I don't notice it when I'm on slow. Like, when I'm on my meter, my AGC is on slow right now, I don't notice any of your background. It's just you, because you talk fast enough that the meter can't fall back to the staticky before you talk again. But I guarantee if I flip it to fast, yeah, and when you just pause, definitely.
Could you hear the background when I paused?
Yeah, I definitely was hearing fan noise.
You know, keying up your radio.
10-4.
That sounds good to me right there, Swiper.
Yeah, and I'm not even hearing it on 500. I know I have heard 500. I've heard you do the same thing with the jet airplane type noise in the background, but I haven't in quite a while. So, I mean, you sound great. But, you know, I mean, if your mic gain is up, just that ambient room sound will definitely, you know, you might not even see any power, or you're doing like a half a watt, but a half a watt is still going to give me a 9.
Yeah, because I can't see it on my meter.
Yeah, it's like a watt.
Giving me a 7 is like, my watt meter is not even moving. Literally. On the 10-watt scale, there's nothing there.
Yeah, and I do the same thing. Like, you can't even see it move, but it'll still have just enough power for someone to see it. And if you see like a watt swiper, then obviously, yeah. And it's crazy. Like, I just flip back and forth between slow and fast, and the difference in listening to, well, like 500 was the one that was just keyed up, and then you swiper. Like, slow and fast, slow is fucking amazing. Sounds better than AM almost. Fast it's hard to listen to. It really is, and I know that's how like most Galaxies and Rangers are. That fast AGC just comes back, you hear all the static. It's just, I don't know. It's just different. I don't enjoy talking on sideband with no slow AGC.
Well, I think I switched over to this. I switched over to the Yaesu here so I could really hear, especially when he was questioning Radio Man's signal. And I just can't get a sense of it really with that small, like, Cobra 148 meter on the Aries 2. So I switched over to the Yaesu. He always gives me a 10 over, you know, Radio Man does. So I switched over here, and that's when I could really start to hear, you know, the breaking up of Swiper's audio. So, and that's, I think you nailed it. That's the thing about this radio is it's got the slow AGC.
Yeah, it's a huge difference. Now, don't get me wrong, my strikers actually have an automatic, when you go to sideband, has a slower AGC on it. It slows down. Not as long as this. But the downfall is, I mean, obviously anybody who runs something like this knows, like when Radio Man, because he's so close to me, but Radio Man, if he unkeys, I will lose the first 2 words of what you're saying because the needle hasn't fallen down enough for you to break that point yet. Or maybe not you, because you're hammering, but somebody down in there, like, it is hard when somebody like DB keys up. If somebody was keyed up within that 3 seconds, because that's about how long it takes for that needle to fall down that low, you know, I won't hear him. So that's kind of the killer. And I don't know if yours most likely has an AGC off, and I don't know if you ever turned it right off. Your meter don't work, but what a nightmare that is. I mean, it works if you're contesting and you got somebody right at the noise level, but that AGC off, fuck, I hate that.
Yeah, you know, if you turn it off, though, and you use your RF gain, almost like a volume, that's the way you can work that, and you can really hear stuff way down in there, but you got to use the RF gain.
Yeah, but there's no meter. Every radio, at least every radio I've ever used, when I turn the AGC off, the meter doesn't work. You know, that's kind of the point. So I guess that's the point. Like, I will never get a signal out of anybody.
What were you saying, Tasman?
Yeah, I just set mine to auto. I set it to slow, and then I set it to mid, and I just went to auto, and it seems to work a little bit better.
What the auto does is, if you're on sideband, it puts it on slow, and if you're on AM, it puts it on fast. That's the only thing that does. It's auto, so you don't have to actually adjust your AGC. So if you go in sideband, the radio puts it on slow. You go on AM, it automatically puts it on fast. That's what that's all about.
No, I can set this radio to auto, mid, slow, fast.
Oh, slow. You set it to fast and slow, but you put it on auto, it goes by if you're on sideband or if you're on AM. That's what it does. Or you can manually do it. I mean, you can put your AGC on slow on AM if you want to, or fast on AM. It doesn't matter. But if you put it on automatic, all it's doing is if it's on sideband, the radio says, okay, you're on sideband, we're going to put it on slow. If you're on AM, we're going to put it on fast. That's what the auto thing is.
Yeah, but on sideband, on this radio, I can set it to where I want. You know what I mean?
That's what I just said. You can set it the way you want. You can set it to fast, you can set it to slow. But if you put it on auto, the radio selects it for you.
Oh, I can turn it off, I can put it on auto, or I can put it on mid, and I can put it on fast.
Yeah, but you said you run it on auto. He's saying on auto, it will automatically put it on slow, on sideband.
I went to mid, and it seems, you know, it does something a little different, too.
Yeah, because
auto will try some of the rigs. Auto will actually try to vary your AGC depending on how long the person is pausing and they're talking. So it does. Some radios, it's very rare. I don't remember what radios do it, but I have seen it where it tries to vary it and do its thing. But I generally just like a regular slow AGC on sideband myself.
Yeah, like I said, I could put it on off, auto, mid, or slow, or fast.
Hey, BB, you still out there? I can hear you in there. Not a bad signal, about 5 inches downtown. Roger, and you don't have no big tree? Oh, yeah, sweet. Sounds cool. Good to hear you in there. Yeah, 'cause you're like, not a big signal, about 4S units, but I mean, it's nice and good. Sounds nice and clean. Yeah, definitely, yeah. All right, good to hear you here. We're listening to, like, talk to different people. So, you know, there's a lot of traffic in here tonight. I waited for it to get a little bit quieter, but, yeah, no pain, no strain there, BB.
Oh, thanks.
I can hear BB, but not enough to make out what he's saying.
Carthage, what is that? Northwest?
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, wow, you have to hear me 48 miles, 50 miles out. I'm doing all right then. Right at you. Got a tough dump right around northwest. He's dead ass northwest out of Lewiston.
I just pulled up the map. It's northwest.
Yeah, that's right, she is. I sort of like snipped it a little bit, left, right with the beam, and it's right there.
Just west of Farmington. She's a-working.
Turn that big vertical beam around, pointing right downtown. Yeah, Roger, and you need a bank loan to get that. Take a rotor wire these days. What's that? Like $1.50 a foot?
What is that, like closer to Rumford then? Oh, yeah. mean, it's just that general area, because I'm thinking more like, you know, up above Augusta, out that way, but that would be like northeast to me. But if you're northwest, or I say northwest, we're west, so you might be more like closer to just north than northwest. But I believe you're right on the other side of like my camp. I mean, you'd still be a few miles away, but camp is like in line with you. Hanford. I know it's somewhere far, far away in a land. Wait, no, how'd that go? Never mind. Roger. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, Joey, how you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while. Things going all right with you? Sorry, I just caught your message now. I was doing a few things around the radio room here.
Yeah, I can tell you how many times I've talked 100 miles if I'm not on Mount Washington. I don't even hit 100 miles on my base with a beam and a 16 pill, so I don't know. I say Mount Washington and Lewiston, Auburn. I've done that a few times, but I don't even think that's 100 miles, truthfully.
Oh, yeah, top of my watches. Yeah, top everywhere.
I've done it a few times, and it's a blast going up there with the radio.
That's where you wait when there's no more DX. When it gets really, really quiet. Like 3-4 years from now, go up Mount Washington. Get like an iMac. Get that freaking telescoping thing you put underneath your tire. Pull it up just to be efficient. And I tell you what, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, you're 100, 150 miles out everywhere.
Especially if you're on the 51st floor of the Nakamichi building. Oh, I just wanted to rile it up. But no, I mean, line of sight obviously is the biggest thing. So you're up on, it's that big of a hill. I mean, there's a hill around camp that we go to and sit on occasionally. It's like 1,200 feet, and it's not all the way up, but the way it faces, it's amazing. So you can go sit there and talk for a lot of miles, but it's like I said. I mean, it's just to say normal driving around or whatever. If you're not finding a hill, like I said, I have a bitch of a time even trying to think that I can talk 100 miles on my face. So I know out west or wherever we're flatland, that's a little different story. But with all the mountains here and all the terrain, if you're not up on one of them fucking mountains, it ain't gonna happen.
Now I can hear you. Driver.
I'll listen to him talk, but yeah, so I heard you when you're checking in. I wasn't keyed out, but yeah, what would you have going on?
No, I said, now I can hear you. You freaking hit me hard over here now. You weren't earlier.
Oh, I actually did, I did turn a little and play a little, so 10 for on it working, then it's not quiet out here. That would be 207 over there in Minot. You would remember him from back in the day. That's 207 as far as KSK 2000. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've said that, 207.
Who is that you're talking to?
That is BB, Busy B. I know you would know him. I'm not going to say his name, but that's what he used to go by for a handle out here. And he has definitely been around doing this stuff for, well, just as long as we were way back in the day.
Roger. I guess I can always do the old KSK 2000, asshole 207, 10-8.
Yes, that would be Mr. Asshole 207. No, that would be 202. And, yeah, he don't ride a motorcycle because he sucks. He pretends. But, yes, he did lose away a lot of weight. He probably lost about as much as 207 has weighed his entire life. No, I don't believe, you're not related to, Scott, are you? 207? Yeah, I don't believe you're related to 202, are you?
No, we're just best friends.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, not related, not his brother, or not his official brother, I guess. They've, been best friends for, 53 years, or however old they are. Oh, man, that was back when he lived across from the church.
Didn't 202 have like one of them quads on right on 202, right on Main Street?
Well, he was always up and down with radio, so I don't know what he ran.
Hey, Mississippi. Yeah, the conditions have died down a little bit. But, yeah, just some locals in here talking tonight. I'm doing a little behind the scenes, I wouldn't want to say bookkeeping, but I'm updating the roll call on our Facebook page, and, we got a meet up this weekend, so I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff here while others talk.
He still has the same 2950 sitting underneath his bed right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have any more. He's been looking to get one, but he hasn't been able to find one he wants yet.
Fuck me, what's he want? You want another pumpkin radio?
I told him to go talk to you.
Fuck, I got a couple of 50s, so I'll throw one in the back of his car as he drives by.
I'll throw money out the window at the same time when I drive by.
Fix it. Your cookies are done.
Oh, keep up with you. Sorry, radio man.
Oh, I was just letting Fix It know his cookies were done.
Oh, Fix It cookies are done. Nice. Are you going to toss them? Shit, sorry, my bad.
No diddy.
No diddy.
Oh, you didn't hear that little ding dong, ding dong, ding dong when Fix It was talking?
Yeah, that was my cat wanting to come in.
Well, I laugh. Our dogs have a doorbell that they push when they want to go outside, so.
Yeah, I want to go outside. Hang on, I got to pee.
No, I'm dead serious. We doorbell trained our dog, and they just have a bell that they go up and hit with their nose when when you're trying to potty train a dog, if you can teach them that in the very beginning, it's like super handy. When you're trying to like, train a dog to go outside, they just go up and hit the bell when they want to go out.
Rub their nose in it, kick them outside.
Well, I never had to do that, Taz, because I bell trained them.
Always how I trained them. Stick their nose in it and shove them outside.
Oh, you ain't got to be mean about it. It's just like, get them close. You ain't got to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not mean about it. It's like, hey, sniff it a little bit, go out.
Yep, I'm not beating them either. I'm right with you at that.
No, what we would do is, in the very beginning, you obviously are taking them out. Every time you take them out, you'd ring the bell. And eventually they learn, oh, the bell has to be rung to go out. And you'd be surprised how quick they pick it up. But I mean, to this day, my youngest dog's 2 years old. They just go up and hit the bell when they want to go out. It's kind of funny. Like when people come over to the house, they're like, the only thing that is kind of funny at camp, they're all screwed up. I have to get one for camp because they'll run to the door and look at me and like, I don't know where the bell is.
That's awesome, though. I love that.
That is a cool idea. I like it, too.
It's like training a cat to shit on the toilet.
Wouldn't flush his ass down the toilet and goodbye.
Yeah, we started it quite a few years ago. We had a lab, or we still have her, and when she was a pup, we were having a hell of a time with her peeing, and my wife started doing the bells, and it worked awesome. Like it was like the breakthrough that we needed, and now we just do it with all the dogs. I mean, sometimes I'll admit it's a good thing, but you'll go to sit down and you get home from work and you want to sit down and relax, and you put on the TV and you're hanging out with your wife, and the dog, you'll hear ding dong. It's like, son of a bitch. It's like the dog waits till you sit down to ring the bell.
What kind of bell is this? Is it like what kind of bell is it? And where is it?
Well, we started out with it came from Christmas Tree Shop, and it was a leather strap with bells sewn onto it and a metal loop, and we would just hang it on the doorknob, and the dog would just hit it with their nose. But my wife got an electronic one, and there's a cabinet next to the door, and all they gotta do is push it with their nose. It almost looks like a game show buzzer. It's I'll take a picture of it. It almost looks like a game show buzzer. So for years and years, we always used the leather strap with the bells on it. But my wife got this one. I don't know. She just got it and tried it, and I don't know. They use it. But yeah, it looks like a little game show buzzer, and it's on a cabinet next to the door.
That's pretty awesome.
But yeah, I mean, it can be low tech. I think she got the bells from the Christmas Tree Shop or something. It looks like a strip of leather, and the bells are sewn on it. It's just got a metal hook ring on it, and it fits over the doorknob. That's what we used for years and years and years, and we took that from our old house and brought it to our new house, and I don't know, like a year ago, she got this electronic one. I think she was thinking maybe we'd, I don't know, just to try it. But either way, they pick it up pretty quick.
That wasn't for you?
I just get up and go when I gotta go.
Just saying.
Oh, Joey Cheesecake's listening to us down at Hampton Beach, and who else we got? He didn't give me his handle, but he's down in Mississippi. He says he talked up this way earlier. He's got a quad 4. Maybe he means a 4-element quad. And Lemon Drop Magnolia State. So, all right. Yeah, and CT 420's in there.
Oh, Mr. Lemon Drop. I talked with them for about an hour on the way home from work. It was about a half hour. I told them all the credentials. I told them about Facebook. I told him the Radio Man page. And he said he was going to try to stop in. I talked with him down on 815. He was also looking for, the Illinois group that he hasn't heard. But good evening, Mr. Lemon Drop. Screwdriver over here. Talked to you a little bit earlier. Not that I'm doing my live feed right now, but good evening, good evening.
I'll let you know if he replies. He just sent a message like 5 minutes ago, so I'm guessing he's still in there. He was asking how to become a member. If he's listening, I mean, you just follow the Maine Sidebanders or join the Maine CB group. I mean, that's all there is to it. And then you'll know what's going on. There's nothing else you need to do. He was asking, how do I become a member? Send a self-addressed stamp envelope.
Yes, sir.
Maybe start it out. Who around the United States by state can we contact?
Hell yeah. And good evening, Mr. 29. I kind of heard you in there earlier, but I'm hearing you good now that all the noise has gone down.
That would be kind of cool. Spend the first half hour, 45 minutes, hitting around the country.
Well, and I know we said we wanted to do this for a while, and I haven't. But I wanted to do like a, I don't know, Maine CB or Maine Sidebanders, whatever. But I've heard a bunch of other groups do this, but like do it on like a Saturday afternoon, a Sunday afternoon, and do all the DX conditions you can get, and have a huge list of all the DX contacts. And I know there's a lot of groups out there to do it, but, I always thought that would be kind of cool. Like, just on a one shot, take a couple hours and have fun.
Oh, yeah, get some pizzas and some sodas, and we get a bunch of people to man the radio.
Heck yeah, sounds good. I got a list already started.
Friggin' right.
Yeah, you definitely want to do it during like the day, the peak of the activity. But yeah, it'd be kind of fun just to kind of like, put us out there on the map.
Yeah, and I hear other places or other people doing it quite frequently, but yeah, it'd just be fun. Yeah, and exactly, find the busiest time of the day. I don't care if it's from 10 in the morning till noon or 1 to 3 or whatever. Just say, yeah, we're going to man the radio, and literally don't even try to have conversations. Just do the full, maybe not 2 hours, but the full hour of just taking down a number and location, and see how many check-ins you can get.
Are you talking AM or sideband, or it really doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter, but I was thinking a lot of people, on AM you don't get as many check-ins just because AM is a different, people do it on sideband because this whole check-in thing was kind of a ham radio-esque, and it is what it is. So usually you get a little better etiquette and more people that are, ham radio orientated or thinking on sideband. I don't know if any of that made sense, but in my mind it did.
Roger. Yeah, especially the radio operators in the UK.
The only reason why I started doing, when I first started showing up, I would write down everyone I'd hear because it helped me remember who was out there and where they were. And then I started posting it online, and people were like, I think one time I didn't post it, and people were like, hey, where the hell's the list? And I think that's what got some people back on the radio, because they go, oh, no shit. They'd be like, Seven's on the radio. I haven't talked to Seven in years. Like, I think when I started doing that, there was people that were like lurkers that had radios but hadn't turned them on in years. and they were looking at the list and going, "Oh man, look who's back on the radio." So I mean, yeah, I know what Screwdriver's saying. It's kind of ham radio-ish, but that's why I try to do the roll call as quick as I can. Uh-oh, I broke it.
Yeah, you did it. Son of a...
But yeah, I've clicked on those Facebook videos you've done. They're good.
Yeah, you can say that 100 times there, Screwdriver. Son of a fucking what?
Exactly.
By the way, am I hearing KC out there?
Yes, you are.
10-4. What's going on, KC?
Much. There's actually a sideband group out there. It's called Radio Hogtown Radio Roundup on Channel 365 there on Saturday mornings and Saturday evenings, sir.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I didn't know what they do, but I've definitely heard that Hogtown Radio.
Yeah, they do that for an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening there. They did check us like a total of over 7. Roger, yeah, I seen you do a couple. I didn't, I wasn't downstairs early enough. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. I know Radio Man's talking with KC, and I can't hear him, so I must still be on the beam pointed up your way.
Sorry about that, KC. Screwdriver stepped on you. He's on the beam, so he wasn't hearing you.
Understandable. I understand. Okay. Yeah, no problem there. Yeah, it's 605 Brad from Carbon, Texas runs the net there.
We need to get a specific spreadsheet for these contacts from Skip.
Oh, that's what's nice. Oops, sorry. On a couple of the spreadsheets when I do roll calls, which I haven't done in a while, but I would put all the locals first, and then I would skip a bunch, and I'm like, any of the DX ones I would just put down on the bottom, which I wouldn't be a ton because it's not what I would try for. And then 3 cycles ago, back in the early 90s, I used to keep track of everybody I talked to and where they were. Had pins and maps, and it was before the internet type deal, and like you weren't storing anything online. But man, it was great for a few years, and then I was like, fuck this. I think that first cycle that I was here for, after it died, I ended up pulling all that shit off my wall and all my books away because there was no Skip for like 4 years, 5 years. And then the next cycle that came in, I just never did it again.
What the? You gotta leave that stuff up. Hello. Hello. Well, I guess I'll take a pause for the cause. Hello. Oh, yeah. All right, we're doing good.
Video. You don't have audio on your radio. I got video on my radio.
Oh, I got video on my radio. Hey, Floyd, how you doing? Radio Man, we're copying you direct.
Sorry about that, Screwdriver. I got sidetracked. Somebody's calling for me. But back to that spreadsheet. How about New Hampshire? You just put a line through there and then start their handles.
Well, I mean, for me, if you're in New Hampshire and you're talking about it, that's a local, so it's still fine. Like I I would put their state in where they're from, because the spreadsheet, I made a table on it now, but I would put down, like, theirs, I would say, wherever, Rockland, New Hampshire, just so you know. But I would include it all in the same thing, because if it's local, it's local. As obviously some of us are close to New Hampshire, then, I'm closer to talking to New Hampshire stations than I am the Belfast station we used to always talk to. So, to me that was local. So if it wasn't Skip, I didn't segregate it. It was just when it came to Skip.
Roger. Yep. Right. I got a lot of sideband written down too, so, and I throw that in there, and town and state, and I guess their number too, their call sign. I have to take a trip to Staples, get a spreadsheet.
Actually have a program on my computer. It's not a program, everybody has it, but I downloaded Google Earth. But I started, I don't want to sound like a stalker here, but I started saving everybody that checks in. Obviously, I know their location, so I put a pin drop on where all their locations are on Google Earth. Obviously, if I don't know where in the town you are, I just fucking put it in the center of that town. But then I did rings out from the center of where my location is, so you can see where all the check-ins are. Now, it gets a little, clustered when you're looking at it on a phone or something, but it worked. And then you can see, okay, these people are at 10 miles, these people are at this, and, sometimes on the check-ins, I would do, a signal report, but it gets to be a lot. There's a reason why I don't do it often, because Radio Man said he wanted to take it over and do it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, because I'm lazy. I will do it, but it's not my favorite thing. But, that way you can see, and here's that 50-mile loop, and how many people are outside of that 50 miles that I can hear, and trust me, there's not many. But it gets hard when there's 10 people checked in Auburn. That's 10 little pinpoints in Auburn. And when you're trying to look at a map of the whole state on your phone, yeah, that's just one fucking mess of a red blob for check-ins from Auburn.
Roger that. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook recently, maybe a month ago, but, he had, geographical, and then it had a circle around it, every 10 miles, radius circle, and then it went out, I think, an extra 10 miles each circle, and it gave everybody's handle on that one.
I don't know, has anybody ever checked in from Sanford?
Oh, hell yeah.
Anybody that resembles that has.
I can't remember. Is MacGyver and Robin Hood? I'm trying to remember what towns they're in. MacGyver's in Sanford. I don't know if I got Robin Hood on here. I'd have to look. Pretty sure Robin Hood might be in Sanford too, or very near it.
OB? For some guy you don't know, B, it's a big radio.
Yeah, it's Pigpen and OOB that checks in.
Oh, I know Pigpen.
Anybody actually been on 27370? These guys on Sunday night? I think Bob would know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. This is maybe not my top pet peeve for the radio, but it's in my top 3 pet peeves. That's going to make me be the grumpy guy in the balcony. I say with Hawkeye. Hawkeye don't agree with me on this one, but I despise anybody who wants to talk on an even frequency on the CB band.
They have it just tapped into them guys on Sunday night. It's midnight. I'm in the Massachusetts, Vermont, all over New Hampshire. It's 27370. Lower sideband after midnight.
Sure you're not talking 350? I mean, even those guys, they piss me off, but yeah.
No, I'm talking 27370. Part 5. These guys are way out there. Vermont, they're way out there.
I just know there's a local group in New Hampshire, right around the line, that's off on 27350. Is their local channel they're on every day, and they're on late night. So I didn't know if it was going to be in the same group of people.
Oh, I could be wrong there. Okay. It's off channel, right?
It is definitely off channel. It's in between 35 and 34.
All right. Okay, that's where I was going with it. But I talked to these guys. They're like in Vermont, Massachusetts. I talked to like Waltham, Massachusetts. They're way freaking out there.
They want to get me started about me thinking they're wannabe ham operators.
I don't know what all that's going on. I just noticed that. I've done it like, just hanging around here at midnight, get home, turn the radio on, and just turning the dial. Back and forth. Nobody's out there. It's like, oh, what's that? And yeah, they're like, I think they're 90 miles out, 100 miles out.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, it amazes me that some of the things I see Pipeline here, and, like, Pipeline will be down on, like, 27160 on upper sideband and find, because Europeans love upper sideband, we love lower, I don't know why, but, he finds all kinds of oddball stations on them, even numbers and way out there on, like, upper, he does all kinds of that stuff, and it's amazing what you hear.
Haven't done it, I'm going to guess maybe 6 months. Last summer I did it, somewhere in there. Maybe last fall, but yeah, it's a long freaking ways out, and I talked to all of them. It was like, what was it, Ossipee, New Hampshire, and they took across to the Vermont, and they were down in like northern Mass. Maybe 6, 7, 8 of them, but the thing is, they could talk to every one of them. They weren't running junk radio.
All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down for the night. You guys have a good one.
Have a good one. Have a good Sunday.
Yeah, see you Sunday. I'll talk to you guys later.
Oh, 10-4, have a good one there, Radio Man. Are you going to be at the Burnt Ends on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be at Burn Ends on Sunday.
Yeah, if I can get there, I'll be there.
Yeah, you just tell Maniac to pick you up.
Actually, them burnt ends are pretty freaking good. And that faux chicken, oh, yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Sunday, I hope a lot of people will turn out Sunday. I mean, who knows, it could be 10 people there, but I know I will be there by 12:30, probably at the latest, and, well, hell, I mean, I'll probably have at least 1 or 2 Captain Cokes in me waiting.
Yeah, you gotta prime it.
Exactly, I'm all about pre-gaming, baby.
I'm double with you. What'd you say, what time between 1 and 2?
Yeah, 1 to 4 is what I would put down, just because.
Oops.
I figured 1 to 2 would be probably when most people would hang out. 1 to 3, an hour or 2. But people, I figured I just put 1 to 4 so people can hang out. I'll be there that entire time. Hell, I don't know. I've already been invited out to a couple places for St. Patty's Day breakfast that morning. St. Patty's Day is Monday, so you never know. I might have some green beer and green eggs and ham before I even start my day.
Yeah, turn it into a Sunday fun.
All right, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. I need to get to bed, so I'm going to shut the stream down, and hopefully maybe we'll do it again this weekend. Thank you. See you later. Radio Man out.